Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Toned In Entertainment where, we're talking everything pop culture. And again, we're combining two of my favorite things once again. That's comics and wrestling. Today, we're going to look at issue number 2 of the WCW comic book. Issue 2 kicks off with a flashback of Lex Luger smashing the trophy on Ron Simmons' head. We learn that Ron has suffered a herniated disc from the attack. Missy Hyatt breaks the news that the Total Package will have to defend his title tonight at the Clash of the Champions, and this time it'll be a 3-on-1 handicap match. At first, Luger is outraged, but he says it doesn't matter if it's 3 or 30, nobody will stand in his way. In the ring, the Steiners are pummeling a couple of jobbers. The announce team has switched up a bit from issue number 1, with Terrence Taylor, the computerized man of the 90s, joining Jim Ross. In the back, Sting is being interviewed, letting Lex know that he will be one of the 3 guys in the handicap match. Now take notice of Sting's red, white, and blue face paint here. Sting goes on to say how Lex and him used to be friends, but he's changed since becoming the champ. Back in the ring, the Steiners finish off their opponents with a spike pile driver. On the jumbo screen, Arn Anderson and Beautiful Bobby show up and tell the Steiner Brothers that when they get a hold of them, they better be prepared to go to the hospital. Down at the ring, Missy Hyatt begins to interview the Steiner Brothers when they are attacked by 2 vendors. We see that the vendors are Anderson and Eaton. Now, while they may have gotten the jump on the brothers, it's not long until they send Eaton and Anderson back to the locker room with their tail between their legs. Terrence Taylor says that he has a tape to play of a new wrestler. The masked man calls himself the Ghoul and says that WCW wrestlers better be prepared for a rude awakening. It's now time for the main event at the Clash of the Champions. Lex makes his way to the ring, being taunted by fans who are throwing garbage at him. Coming down to the ring now are his opponents, the Z-Man, Ron Simmons, and Sting, now all in green. The rules of the match are laid out, as the title can only change hand by pinfall or submission. And that one of Lex's opponents will start off the ring, and once he's eliminated, the next guy can enter. As the Z-Man enters the ring, he gets smashed over the head with a title by Lex. Lex then drags him into the ring, hits him with a pile driver, and makes quick work of the Z-Man. An energized Sting now enters the ring. He goes on the attack, hitting Lex with a variety of moves. Lex tries to make an escape to the back, but Ron Simmons is there, standing as a roadblock. Ron grabs Luger and tosses him back into the ring for Sting. Lex gets whipped into the turnbuckle, but just as Sting goes for his patented Stinger Splash, Lex removes that turnbuckle he loosens earlier. As Sting is about to land his splash, Lex moves out of the way, and Sting hits headfirst into the steel turnbuckle, allowing Luger to get the 3 count. In the back, we cut to Elegante saying he's coming for Lex. Luger's third opponent, Ron Simmons, comes into the ring and brings the pain to the Total Package right away. From a backbreaker to a sleeper hold, even using Lex's own torture rack on him. Simmons tosses Luger over the top. We see the other 2 mysterious trenchcoat men from issue 1 who go over, pick Lex up, and begin to make their way to the back. But Simmons is having none of that and drags Luger back in. Luger attempts to fight back but slugs the ref, knocking him unconscious. Ron goes on the attack, hitting Luger with a devastating vertical suplex. He goes for the pin, but the ref is still knocked out. Simmons tries to get the ref up, but this gives Luger time to attack him from behind. Luger goes for the pin, but the ref, still dizzy, can't make it over to attempt the count, and this enrages Luger. Lex hits Simmons with a pile driver and goes for the pin, but he's able to kick out just in time. Luger continues the assault and gets another close 3 count. Ron is able to get a quick roll-up, but one of the mysterious trenchcoat men interfere, which allow Lex to hit a pile driver, finally giving him the 3 count. Even with a win, Luger is not satisfied and gives Ron yet another pile driver, leaving Simmons just laying flat out in the ring. As they announce Lex is the winner, Elegante has decided to make his presence known. But as he enters the ring, Luger begins to bash the big man with a chair. Big Josh, Flying Brian, and the Rat Master PN News come running down the ringside. Elegante now gets up and sets his eyes on Luger. The 2 mysterious men try to come in and help Lex out, but are sent flying. But this was just enough of a distraction for Lex to get in a shot to the head with the belt, laying out Elegante. During a post-match interview, Lex tells Missy Hyatt that he's beaten them all and that there is no one left for the Total Package. At the end of this issue, Jim Ross is making an announcement that 3 lucky winners of the Booze Cruise contest will get to travel on the luxury liner and get to hang out with the Stinger. Now, the last shot of this issue has the mysterious trenchcoat man planning something very sinister for the Stinger. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for issue number 2 here of the WCW comic book. You know, I'm having a ton of fun going back, rereading these comics, and just having a blast from the past. Now issue number 3, I've already gone and read it, and things are going to get very interesting as we steer a little bit away from wrestling and more into comics. In issue number 3, we're taking a ride on the WCW Booze Cruise. Yeah, if you're an old school WCW fan, you remember that. Also, we're going to find out who the 2 mysterious men in the trench coats that have been partnering with Lex Luger. Now guys, make sure you subscribe here to Toned In Entertainment for that future video.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.